Hello dear student, I am expecting that you people are safe at your home, following all the rules and taking care of your parents also. So please, you yourself have to take proper care, all the safety measurement, and please, if your parents or somebody else, those who are elder or younger than you, if they are not following, please tell them to do the same. Okay? You sometimes we are thinking, I'm very small, how can I will say to you? No, children. If anything is wrong happening surrounded by you, so please, you are supposed to take some actions that time. That time nobody is younger and nobody is elder. Okay? So take care of these things. And one more thing I would like to tell you that, as I told in my previous videos, regularity is important. So the same day when you are getting the video and PDF, the same day you complete the work. Okay, don't leave it at that, okay, I will read tomorrow and day after tomorrow. No, don't do that. Because any day you will get the notice that you have to submit the copy. So that time you are helpless. You can't do anything because your work is not complete. Okay? And second thing, some of the questions I solved in the PDF and some of the question I written do by yourself. That is only considered as a homework. I am not giving any separate homework for the classwork copy. And at the last of the PDF, I used to write that do all the questions of the exercises, either it's exercise 4A, 4B, 4C and chapter revision, whatever the exercises are there, do all the revision of the exercises in the rough copy. Okay, that is only for your practice. Even though you completed the same question in the classwork copy, do again the same thing by yourself in the classwork copy, rough copy. Okay, that is for your practice, so that at the time of examination you are not going to be overburdened that I have to revise this, that, so many things. No, because already you have done the practice. So these things are the small things which will make your life easy. Okay, and at the time of exam you are not going to be panic, you are not going to be tense that maths paper is there, how and I will study. No, math is the easiest subject. If you will see that, if you will enjoy it, it is the easiest subject where less effort will give you the lot of marks. Only required thing is regularity. Means regularly half an hour you have to spend on maths, and you just see the miracle. Enjoy numbers, love the numbers, digits, and start doing it. And at the last you just change your mind, oh god, math is such a nice subject. So to change this thought, only one thing is required: regularity, and only half an hour per day. But per day, it's not like that tomorrow is Sunday so I will not do Sundays or holiday. No, Sunday, half an hour only. Okay, revise the table. Once you started, just go through with the table, all the table, read one time. Again when you will read it now, it will stuck in your mind. Okay, because but means repetition will be just going to be, it will be in your mind. So whenever anybody will ask you table 7 5 ja, quickly you will give 35, 13 5 ja, quickly you will say 65. You don't have to count. So these are the tips which will make the maths easy. Math is not a hawa, it's a very easy and very interesting subject, you can say. Okay, so today I am going to start the money. Money is the things which is required even in the morning till the night. In the morning the vegetable vendors are going, you have to purchase the, parents have to purchase the vegetables, grocery item, you have to buy the thing, pencil, you have to buy the copy, everywhere you need money. So the first basic things of money already you studied in class 3. Just I am doing a quick recapitulation of that. So first thing is, what is the unit of money? Unit of money is rupees and paisa. Okay, and when we are talking about rupees and paisa, the singular number is, when you are talking about 1 rupee, although it is not in the market now, if you are talking about 1 rupee, you will write down 1 rupee. But when you are talking about 5 rupees, you will write down rupees. Okay, so this is the plural and this is the singular. 1 paisa. Okay, and 50 paise. Symbol of rupees is, this is the symbol of rupees and this is the symbol of paise. these are the basic things which you already studied in class 3. Just I am doing the quick recapitulation. If you are having 5 10 rupees coins, how many money you are having? 50 rupees. So these are the basic things. So conversion of money already you studied. 1 rupee is equal to 100 paisa, and if 275 paisa is there, how to convert in rupees? Divided by 100. Whatever the quotient, that is the rupees. Whatever the remainder, that is the paisa. So these are the things you already studied in class 3. Now we are moving to the class 4. If you open the book right now, and you will see that page number 93, some rupees notes are given and coins are given. They are this symbol. So 1 rupees note, now it is not in the running way. So 1 rupees, 2 rupees is not in the market. Now 5 rupees, 10 rupees, 20 rupees, 50 rupees, 100 rupees, 500 rupees and 200 rupees are there in the market. Okay. In coins, 1 rupee coin is there, 5 rupees coin is there, 10 rupees coin is there, and some special coin was made for 100 rupees and 1000 rupees also. I don't know whether you have seen or not, but when you will take help of your parents, they will either provide you, or you can Google it and you can see that how it is looking. Okay, 100 rupees coin and the 1000 rupees coin. Okay, now we are moving to the first thing, convert rupees into paise and paise into rupees. So I am moving here.
This is 50 paise coin. 1 rupee coin. 2 rupee coin. 5 rupee coin. 5 rupee note. 10 rupee coin. 10 rupee note. 20 rupee note. 50 rupee note. 100 rupee note. 200 rupee note. 500 rupee note. 2000 rupee.
There are two ways to do the exercise. The first question I am taking here, that convert rupees into paise. I am taking one example, rupees 12.75. This is the rupees is given here. So first way is the direct way or the shortcut method. In this way you just have to remove this dot and you will get the answer, that is 12.75 paise. Only you have to remove this dot. But in case when the question is coming in conversion with 2 marks question or 3 marks question, in that case you have to show the process. So how to do that part? In that part, rupees 12.75 will be multiplied by 100 paise. Why? Because 1 rupees is equal to rupees 1 is equal to 100 paisa. Okay, this is 1 rupees is equal to 100 paisa. Okay, so we have to multiply it by 100. So when we are multiplying it by 100, it is directly, I taught you, when we are multiplying by 10, what will be there? 100, then what will be there? So when we are multiplying by 100, it means 2 0 will increase here, and this decimal will come after 2 digit because it is a 2 digit here, so it will be the paise. So answer is 1275 paise. This process is very long process and little confusing. Sometimes children are making mistake and they are forgetting to put the decimal here, and in that case their answer is 127500. So always I used to suggest you should know these two process, but whenever the exam the question will come, you directly write the answer, because this type of question generally asking in filling the blanks or choose the correct answer, like that only they are asking. So 12.75, remove this decimal will be removed from here, okay, and directly write down the answer 1275. Okay, now next question I am taking here. Next question is rupees 12 and 5 paise. I have to convert into the rupees and paise. This is given in rupees and paise separately. So what we will do, we will just convert it into the paise. So rupees 12 multiplied by 100 plus 5. So it will be 1200 plus 5. The answer is 1205 paise. Now if you have to do it directly this question, always remember 1 rupees is equal to 100 paise, and in 100 there are 2 zero. So always remember in paise there should be 2 digit. If 1 digit is given, change it into the 2 digit. So directly we can write the answer 1, 2, and only 1 digit is there. So we will consider it as a 0, 5 paise. Directly also you can write. So I taught you both the process so that you should not confuse. Ma'am has not taught this process, how I will do this. Never. Better you should know each and everything. In spite of doing how, you should know the reason why it is happening. Okay. So I taught you both the things, and always remember in paise always there are 2 digits. If 1 digit is given, convert it into the 2 digit by putting 0 before the number, not after the number. If after you will put the, what will be the answer? 1250. So answer is totally changed. It is 50 paise and you have only 5 paise. So 5 will be written as 05, not 50. Okay. Always put the 0 before the number. The next topic I am taking, which is not in your book but you should know, that's why I am teaching you. Convert paise into rupees. If there are 2075 paise, how to convert into the rupees? Sometimes both rupees and paise, and sometimes only in rupees. So again here is also 2 process. One is direct answer and one is with a long process. How to do first long process? We know that 100 paise is equal to 1 rupee. Okay, so it means 2075 paise is equal to 2075 divided by 100. Okay, and when we are dividing any number by 100, last 2 digit is remainder, and after that whatever is left, that is quotient. And in conversion, whatever is remainder, that is the smaller unit. Here what is the smaller unit? Paise is the smaller unit. So this 75 will turn into the paise, and what is left? 20 is left. So it is rupees 20. Okay, 20 and rupees 20 and 75 paise. Now one more process is there, how to write in shortcut the rupees and paise. So whenever we are writing in shortcut, last 2 digit will be put before the decimal after. Okay, so this is 20.75. So after decimal only 2 digit is there. So remainder part, whatever the last 2 digit, we will put as a decimal, and whatever is left over, that we consider as a whole number, and that will be the rupees. This is clear. This is the short method also I explained, and this also. Now if I am moving to this next number, 41,000 paise. Now I have to convert into the rupees. We know that just now I explained last 2 digit will be considered as a paise. So your last two digit is 0, so it means it is rupees 410. There is no paise, but always we will write down, if there is no paise, then also we will write down there 00. So it is rupees 410 and 00 paise. Okay, but we will read it as a rupees 410. So both the questions I have explained. I hope it is clear. It is not in your book, children, but you should know, that's why I am giving you this extra one. If it is given here rupees 506.25, how you will write in words or how you will read it out? So how we will write down? It is rupees 506 and 25 paise. You will not read rupees 506.25. No, it is rupees 506 and 25 paise. You will divide both the two. After decimal part will be considered as a paisa and before decimal part will be considered as a rupees. Okay, so this is about the how to convert the rupees and paise, how to do the how to read the number money. If an amount is given, how you are going to read it out. This is all about that. Now we are switching to the exercise question. So at page number 94, some mental maths questions are given. Convert into paise rupees 2.50. Very simple. Remove the decimal and we will get the answer 250 paise. Rupees 6.05. So you will get the answer 605 paise. Remove the decimal from 17 rupees 70.30. So you will remove the decimal. You will get the answer 1730 paise. Okay. Similarly, rupees 3 rupees 15 paise we have to convert into the rupees. So whatever the paise part, that will be written as a after decimal, and whatever the rupees part, that is written as a before the decimal. So 3 rupees 15 paise will be written as rupees 3.15. 26 rupees 45 paise will be written as rupees 26.45. But 89 rupees 3 paise. So 3 is one digit. As I told, in paise always we have to use 2 digit. So we will write down here rupees 89.03. Okay, this is clear to you. So next topic I am started at exercise 6A. I hope this is clear to you how to do this mental math. So no need to do in the class or copy. It is given in book page number 94. Do in book itself. Okay. So here only 3 paise is there. So we have to put 03. Never put 89.3. 89.3 will be considered as 89.3 will be considered as 89 rupees and 30 paise. Okay, so 0 we have to put before the number, not after the number. And now exercise 6A, convert the following into paise. I explained you everything. Whenever the whole number is there, for example rupees 23, we have to convert into paise. Either you do the process, that is 23 multiplied by 100. So you will get 2300, or directly you can put the 20 because paise is having 200. So 2300 paise. Never ever write rupees 23 as a whole number. Always put decimal, after decimal 00, because rupees and paise both should be there. Okay, this should be in your mind. Now convert the following into rupees. 100 paise, then 700 paise. So it is 700 paise. So 700 paise means it will be last two digit will be considered as a paise, and whatever is left, that will be considered as a rupees. So it is rupees 7.00. Okay, 82 rupees 9 paise. Same thing, one digit is there, so what we will do, we will write down rupees 89.09. Okay, Now we are moving to addition and subtraction of paise. So first you complete the exercise 6A and then we will proceed to the exercise 6B. So we are moving to the addition and subtraction of money. I am taking one example here. So the example is, first question I am taking from addition. Rupees 15, wait, question no need to write, question is given in the book, so directly I am solving it. So we will write down here, this is your margin line, okay, this is your copy and this is the margin line. So after leaving two lines from the top you will leave two lines and then you will write down rupees and paise. Okay, little gap, two finger gap is between the rupees and paise. Then we will write down 15 rupees and 40 paise. Decimal is given there. You need not to write decimal. You only directly write because you have not studied till now the decimal part. So you don't get confused. Directly you separate the whole number part and the decimal part. Whatever number is before decimal, that will be considered as a rupees part. Whatever number is after decimal, that will consider as a paise part. Okay. So rupees 15.40. Then rupees 207 and 35, then rupees 47 and 98, and then rupees 79.8. So it is 80. Okay, 0.8 is the one. It is not only 8. Only 8 is there, then we will write down 08. Okay, so 0.8 means it is 80. And you have seen that I have written all the number just below the above one. If you will not write like this, you will your number will be moved left and right. You will be in trouble. Okay, at last you will be going to make mistake. So 5 plus 8, addition and subtraction table is also there. Okay, so 5 plus 8, it is 13. Carry 1. And now don't do like class 1 or class 2 children. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. This is the small children. You are grown up children. So you should do it directly in the mind and write the answer. Okay. So 5 plus 8, 13. Carry 1. How I written 5 plus 8, 13? Because after 8, 10 will come, and you know that when you write down the table of addition table and subtraction table, you come to know then whenever we are adding any number in 8, okay, any number in 8, then one's place will be turned to the this whatever number we are adding, the one's place will be one less than that. Okay, so for example 8 plus 1 when we are doing, it is 9. Okay, 8 plus 2, one's place will be 2 place down. So 8 plus 1 is 9, 8 plus 2 is 10, 8 plus 3 is 3 minus 2, 1. So 1's place will be 1. Like this we are doing. So 8 plus 5 is 13. 5 minus 2 is 3. So directly you can write 13 and 1. So 4, 1, 5. 5 plus 3, 8. 8 plus 9, 17. 9 plus any number will be 1 less than the 1. So 9 plus 8 is 1's place will be 7 and 10's place will be increased by 1. So 9 plus 8 is 17. 17 plus 8 again 1's place will decrease by 2. So 17 minus 2 is 5 and 10's place will be increased by 1. So it is 25. Clear? So this is what I was saying. We have added this 24 plus 1, 25. Now this 2 is increasing because paise is having only 2 digits. Now this is 253. So this 2 will be carry over to the rupees part. So it will be go to the rupees portion. Okay, you don't have to put this arrow. I am just showing you for the example. So this 2 will go as a carry over and we will write down here above the 5. Okay, so remove the 2 from here. Now 5 plus 2 7, 7 plus 7 14, 14 plus 7 21 and 20 plus 1 plus 9 is 30, 0, carry 3. So 3 will go to the tens place. 3 plus 1, 4, 4 plus 4, 8, and 8 plus 7, 16. Sorry, 8 plus 7, 15. 7 minus 2 is 5. So 8 plus 7 is 15, carry 1. So 1 will go to 100 place. 2 plus 1, 3. So answer is rupees 350. And now we will add the rupees part and the paise part by putting the decimal. Clear to you? So what things you have to keep in your mind? You already knowing addition and subtraction. Nothing is special in this money. Only the decimal part will be written towards the paise side, and the whole number part will be written towards the rupees side, and you have to add as you are adding the general number, simple number. And at last, never forget to write the answer. Okay, this is the answer. Now we are moving to the subtraction question. I am taking one question from the subtraction part. The question is rupees 30.75 from 128.20. One thing I want to clear you that in exam the children are making mistake. From is written after the second. First it is written rupees 30.75 and then it is written 128.20. So not all the children but few of them are doing. They will do 30.75 minus 128.20. No children. Always remember in case of subtraction, the smaller number will be subtracted from the bigger number. Okay, you have to identify. And when it is written from means say, it means rupees 30.75 will be subtracted from 128.20. Yani 128.20 में से 30.75 we have to subtract. Okay. So I am taking this number, rupees, same part we have to do, and paise. Sorry. This is 128.20 and 30.75. Same thing. The number which is after decimal will be written towards the paise side, and the number which is whole number or before the decimal part, that will be written as a rupees side. Okay. Now, same way we will follow to take the carryover. When you are writing rupees and paise, after that leave one line and then you write the number. Otherwise, where you will write down the carryover? Okay. Excuse me. So 10 minus 5 it is not possible, so I have taken borrow from here, so it will turn to 1 and this will be turned to 10. 10 minus 5 is 5. Now 1 minus 7 is not possible, so we have taken borrow from the rupees side, so 8 will turn to 7 and this will be 10 plus 1 is 11. Okay, 11 minus 7 is 4. Now 7 minus 0 is 7. 2 minus 3 not possible. We have taken borrow from here. So it is 12 minus 3. So 12 minus 3 is 9. So the answer is rupees 97.45. This is the answer. I hope the exercise means this exercise 6A and 6B is clear to you. Do as much as you can. And addition and subtraction, one more thing you can do to just not for the classwork copy, for the home copy, that when your papa or your mama or any guardian has bring in some articles, like one day papa brought so many vegetables, you ask the cost of vegetables, write down on the piece of paper and add it. Okay, and then this is also addition of money only. And you ask the papa how much money you given to the shopkeeper, papa will say I given 200 rupees. Then how much he get back? So whatever amount you have added, that much you have subtract from the 200 and you will get the answer how much money papa get back. And just check your answer while asking to papa, papa have you got this much money back? He will say yes. And then you love mathematics. Okay, so enjoy it. Do the questions by your own, frame the questions by your own. You can play with your brothers and sisters, younger brothers or elder brothers, that's depend, but you can enjoy it. Okay, again I'm saying, do as much practice as you can. All the best children, do all the exercise in the classwork copy, whichever given in the PDF.